I haven't done a video since I was 29 weeks pregnant, and I am now 35 weeks and a day pregnant. And what's it called? So I haven't done a video in a very long time, and you guys are gonna have to excuse me because I'm sick right now and I do not feel very good. But yeah, I'm very bored and I have no one to talk to. My friend's phone broke. My husband's at church and my mom's at church. So yeah, so I'm gonna talk to you guys. Um, so 30 weeks pregnant. I think everything was good that I can remember. I have really bad memory. And I guess that's a pregnancy symptom or something. And then at 31 weeks, I had my baby shower. And that was very exciting. I remember at 30 weeks, I actually had a doctor's appointment and I saw my doctor. And the place where I go, there's like 6 different doctors. But, I have my main OB. And the thing is, once you get pregnant, you have to meet all the doctors. And then after a while, you can pick, after you meet all the doctors, you get to pick who your doctor is going to be or who you want the doctor to be. Because obviously, if you go into labor emergency, your doctor's not going to be there. But, so I got to see my doctor, the one I really, really, really like. There's 2 of them I really like. So I have her, and then just in case I have the doctor, and then I really like the midwives. And hopefully I get one of those. There's just one doctor that I really don't want. I'm not going to say names, though. Okay, so yes, I got to see her. My appointment went great. I finally started gaining weight. I haven't gained the amount of weight that they want me to gain, but I have gained weight, so that's a good plus. And and I eat like a pig. Well, I've ate like a pig. Now I'm not eating, but that's a different case. And then 31 weeks, I had my baby shower. It was very, very fun. It was very stressed. I got very stressed out, and I was having contractions that day. And I actually ended up the next day in the hospital, and I had to get a birthing shot. And in case y'all haven't gotten that shot, or if you have no idea what the shot is, don't get it. Like, try, like, beg your nurse to give you fluids. I was dehydrated, so that's why I needed it. I didn't know how it was going to make me feel. And, and of course I told my nurse, sure, give it to me. It makes your heart rate go really, really high. It made me nauseated. It gave me a bad headache. It made me, like, I was shaking. I felt like I was a drug addict that needed her drugs or something like that. Like, it wasn't pain. Like, it doesn't give you, like, pain or, like, tingling or something like that. It was just, well, yeah, your feet tingle, but it's just horrible. It's honestly the worst thing ever. I couldn't talk straight. I was like, talk, like something like that. I'm pretty sure I was talking. Probably worse. But, So my husband went to meet with the hospital there. So he finally knows how labor and delivery is. So he finally saw the room where we're going to deliver the baby at, or one of the rooms, because you never know if you get the same room. So I got my shot. The reason why I needed the shot was because I was very dehydrated. And, and that was because the day of my baby shower, I literally only had Coke and McDonald's frappe. And I knew I wasn't supposed to have caffeine. Like, I had cut caffeine out completely in the beginning of my pregnancy. But, after I hit 20 weeks, I started letting it in very little. And I have a serious problem with caffeine. It's probably like a person who has a problem with cigarettes or with alcohol or something like that. Once I start caffeine, I cannot stop it. And, and I had really, like, in the beginning of this pregnancy, I had really bad withdrawal syndromes. Like, I would shake, I would cry from how bad I needed that caffeine, because I drink coffee like crazy. And I'm Cuban, for all of you guys who don't know, and we like to say that espresso coffee, like espresso, whatever, we call it Cuban coffee. And we will have that maybe about 10 times a day. So if you've ever wondered why a Cuban's really hyper or why a Cuban's really loud, it's probably because they have a lot of caffeine and a lot of caffeine, sorry. Okay, so yeah. So after that, so everything was good. 31 weeks, it was good. I just had that birthing shot. I am having non-stress test, fetal non-stress test, because of my thyroid problem and because I had a miscarriage, and I'm having those twice a week. I usually have them Monday and Thursday. Like this week I've had them Tuesday and Friday, and then there's certain weeks that I have them differently, but usually it's always Mondays and Thursdays. And I'm having doctor's appointments. Well, now I'm going to have doctor's appointments weekly. Let me see if I can remember something from 32 weeks. I think 32 weeks was good. We finally did our nursery. I'm so happy about that. I know that I had told you guys that we were going to make our guest room. We were going to make our storage room a guest room, which we did, which I did. He did not help at all. And then we were going to make the man cave into the nursery and the guest room into his man cave. Well, I had the guest room completely empty. And, and I kept on telling him, let's move your stuff, let's paint it, because the guest room was pink. He's not going to have a pink room, especially not for a man cave. So I kept on telling him, let's paint it. And he was not cooperating. And then all of a sudden, he's like, Carmen, why don't we make this the baby's room? And I'm like, sure, let's do it. And then, I said it sarcastically. And yeah, he was actually serious about it. So we just made the guest room into the nursery, and it worked out, and it's closer. I mean, they were both close to our bedroom. I like the other one because if I had this door open, the door in the bedroom, if I had it open, I can see inside the nursery. But then again, his room has 2 windows, and the guest room only has 1 window, and I guess it's kind of safer for a baby, just 1 window. If it was for me, I would have him locked up or something. No. But yeah, and especially I'm afraid maybe a car is gonna come and break into it, it's one of the front rooms. So his nursery is all set up, and I'll probably do a video of that tomorrow or something, because I don't know, I'm sick right now, so I'm not sure, so I'm not promising anything, but I will do a video of his nursery. It's still not 100% done, but everything that my husband had to do, he finished it already. Thank God. So that's 32, 33. I got really nauseated. I had my morning sickness come back. And it was really weird for me because I didn't know that you can get your morning sickness back in your last, trimester. But, but I've been having a lot of pressure, and I've been having a lot of back pain. And it's not fun at all. And so that was that. And then my last doctor's appointment, the one I went to a week ago, was really good. I saw one of the midwives that I really, really like. She was the first one that I heard my baby's heartbeat with. I was really happy to see her again. And she just told me that my weight's good. Baby looks great. She actually told me she felt sorry for me because that day I had not slept at all. Aaron would not let me sleep. And it was I was in so much pain. And then I went into the office, and then she sees me. And then I'm I'm in so much pain and this and that. She's like, I feel so bad for you. And I'm like, it's okay. I'll deal with it. This is a planned pregnancy. I knew what I was getting into. It wasn't that, it's a surprise, I didn't know what pregnancy was. I was pretty sure I knew what it was. Of course, there's some things that you don't know that happens when you're pregnant. But, I'm actually thinking about doing a video of that, things that you didn't expect, things that you don't expect when you're expecting. But, yeah. But, so I saw her. My weight gain's great. He's very active. He does really good on his non-stress test. And I have to wake up at 8 in the morning. And being pregnant and waking up at 8 in the morning is not fun. But it's honestly so amazing to just get there and hear that heartbeat and to, hear his movements, because you feel them, but when you hear them, it's different. Sometimes they move and you didn't even feel it, and you can hear it, and it's really cool. So so that's that. And then now I'm 35 weeks, and I actually went to the hospital on Saturday. I was severely dehydrated again. I have no idea how that keeps on happening because I don't drink soda anymore. All I drink is water, and I literally have juice. But hello, it's juice and Gatorade. come on, that's not supposed to dehydrate you. So yeah, but apparently Saturday I was playing around. We bought a lawnmower for the church, and my husband was using it here. I was like, hey, let me use it. And I was playing around, and apparently that was not good. So if you're like over 37 weeks pregnant and you're trying to induce your labor, you might want to try mowing the lawn. It might work. Don't do it if you're not 37 weeks though. Don't do it if you're not full term. But I was playing around. It was not trying to induce my labor. And then I went to the mall, and yeah. But yeah, so then today I am 35 weeks. Well, not today. Yesterday I was 35 weeks pregnant. And what's it called? And then today ever since last night, I was having a lot of like vaginal pain, I guess you can say. Felt like somebody was stabbing me. And it did not feel good at all. And, and I told my husband, I actually had to, like close my legs from how bad it was. It's, like, pressure, and then it was that, and then I had really bad back pain. And, and I already had sweared that I wasn't going to go to the hospital again because they gave me that birthing shot. Sorry, that was my phone. They gave me that birthing shot on Saturday, and it was horrible. Then I kept on having contractions because I was crying. I was crying ballistically. I had a really bad nurse that day. I don't know why. Usually I've been up to labor and delivery 6 times. Well, 5 times that time. Now it's been 6 times. And every time I've gone up there, they've been amazing. And this nurse, she pissed me off. I was mad. Like, she just came and gave me the shot. She didn't even say what she was giving to me. I was pissed. I was like, and I was crying ballistically. Another nurse had to come in and tell me, you need to stop crying because they're going to have to give you another shot because you're having more contractions. So, yeah, apparently crying makes you have contractions. So, again, if you're over 37 weeks and you want to induce your labor, I guess start crying. It might work. Do it only if you're over 37 weeks. So then today, it's my mom's birthday. And, I called her and I'm like, happy birthday, mommy. And I was in bed. She's like, how are you? And I'm like, I'm having so much pain. She's like, oh, baby, it's normal. It's almost time. And I was like, yeah, I know. I'm having a lot of vaginal pain. And I explained it to her. And she's like, oh, that's completely normal, sweetie. Your baby's probably dropping and all that. And then I go to the bathroom. And, I had weird discharge. But discharge is normal, normal discharge. And then when I wipe again, I had blood. And I was spotting blood. And I call my mother and I'm like, Mom, I have a birthday present for you. And she's like, what? And I'm like, I think I'm going to have a baby. She's like, what the heck? What are you talking about? And I was like, Mommy, I'm bleeding. And she's like, oh my God. She went ballistic. That woman went crazy. My sister went crazy. They all wanted me to have a baby today. And so I was like, no, there's not going to be a baby today, Mommy. No baby today. But I called my OBGYN. I was not going to go to the hospital because I had a bad experience on Saturday. And I called my OBGYN and immediately they sent me to the hospital. And so I went to the hospital and I was having horrible contractions and they were on the monitor. They weren't contractions that in active labor. They're like the pre-labor contractions. They're real contractions. They count as contractions, but they're not the baby's coming contractions. I don't know if you understand that. But so they told me to calm down. My heart rate was 120. I was really nervous because I did not want that shot. And, and then my nurse comes in and she tells me, oh, you have a UTI. And I was relieved. And then she says, oh, and you have ketones in your urine. Ketones mean you're dehydrated. And every time I had ketones in my urine, they gave me that birthing shot. Immediately, I started crying. And I started begging her not to give it to me. She's like, sweetie, calm down. I'm not going to give you nothing. I'm not going to give you nothing. And immediately when she did that, like, my heart rate went down to, like, 90-something because I was so relieved to know that I was not getting that shot. Okay, so I have antibiotics. I'm on antibiotics right now. And today's Wednesday, so I have really bad back pain. And I've still been having contractions, but the contractions are normal just because of the UTI, or at least that's what they said. So I have a non-stress test again on Friday, and then I have my doctor's appointment, my 36-week checkup, which is going to be on Monday instead of Tuesday, and they're going to check me. I think it's so cool. I'm going to get checked for gonorrhea. Like, that's so cool. Like when my midwife told me, oh, we're going to check you for gonorrhea and for chlamydia and all the sexual transmitted disease. I'm like, wait a second, you know, like I've only had one sexual partner and I've been checked before and he's been checked before. Like, there's no chance of me having something. Like, what the heck? Like, why are you going to check me? And she's like, no, it's just normal procedures. So now every time somebody asks me when I have my next appointment, I'm like, I have an appointment on Monday and I'm getting checked for gonorrhea. I think it's just, don't pay attention to me. Like, I have nothing interesting right now going on, so apparently that's cool. I told my husband, babe, I'm getting checked for gonorrhea. He's like, what the heck? What have you been up to? And I'm like, no, it's not. It's not that. I don't know. It's just really funny for me. I have no idea why. I find things that are not supposed to be funny. I have no idea. But yeah, and they're going to check me for strep, or yeah, I think it's called the strep thing, the geo strep thing that you have in, it's like an infection that you can have, and 1 in like 3 women have it. And it's nothing bad. It grows in adults. But the only problem is when you have a vaginal birth, you can pass it to your child. So that's why. Like, my sister had it. My mom had it. So who knows if I had it. All you have to do is get some antibiotics. And then you can have a vaginal birth. It's not a big deal. Thank God. So, yeah. And I get to get checked if I'm dilated. And, you know, my midwife and my doctor think I am dilated. They haven't checked me yet, but even today they told me the pressure I'm feeling could definitely be dilation. So, yeah, I might be dilated. I might be starting to dilate. My doctor seriously does not think I'm going to get to 40 weeks. She does not think so. Aaron's already measuring 5 pounds, 15 ounces. He measured that on Saturday. I have another ultrasound, I think, on Wednesday. Not this one. Well, today's Wednesday. Next Wednesday, I think they're going to do another ultrasound just to make sure everything's okay with the baby. But, yeah, so my doctor seriously doesn't think that I'm going to get to my 40 weeks. But as long as we get him to 37, we're good. And those are the words of my doctor. So if anybody wants to complain saying how I shouldn't give birth at 37 weeks or 38 weeks or 39 weeks, excuse me. I think my doctor knows what's best for me. And, you know, and she's actually thinking about inducing me because she does not think that I'm going to be able to vaginally give birth to a baby. Because I am 4'11". I'm very small. And he's a big baby for me because I'm 4'11". Of course, I'm going to try. But her point of view is if I do get to my due date and I do pass my due date, me and my husband were both 9-pound babies, which would mean that we're going to be fat babies. Like, I might not have a long baby, but I might have a fat baby because we were both 9-pound babies. So I'm going to go by what my doctor thinks. And we're going to discuss that on Saturday. She might induce me earlier because of medical reasons, because she does not want to give me a C-section. And I mean, hello, who would want a C-section? Like, by choice. Like, who? Nobody. So, yeah. So, don't come talking to me or commenting on me about having a baby at 37 weeks. 37 weeks is full term, okay? It's not like I'm going to provoke my baby to come out 37 weeks. I honestly want him to come out September 25th. Like, that's the day that I have planned for him to be born. Like, I'll be full term September 17th. And I want him to come September 25th, which is my pastor's birthday. I keep on telling him, you're popping out the 25th, okay? 25th is your birthday. You only have a couple days left. But, yeah. So, yeah, so that's basically it. Oh, my God, you want to know the other thing that's been happening? I don't know if you can see it, but my acne is coming back. I never had acne. Never. I had it in the beginning of the pregnancy. It left in the middle of the pregnancy, and now it's back. And it's haunting me. And it's horrible. For somebody who's never had acne, to have acne, not good. Oh, and everybody seems to think that I'm going to go into labor because I don't know if you can see my nose. Apparently my nose is swollen and my nose is red, which means you're about to go into labor. And everybody at my baby shower was like, girl, you're going to go into labor in 2 weeks. I'm like, dude, 31 weeks, you know, like, stop it. Don't say I'm going to go into labor anytime soon. But yeah, people are, you know, they're like, you're still pregnant? Like, oh my God, like, are you about to go into labor? Look at your nose. Okay, dude, my nose is swollen. Leave it. Like, leave it, okay? I already have a big nose to deal with. I don't need you reminding me that my nose is swollen. Okay? So yeah, thank you guys for listening to me and for putting up with me. And you guys can feel free to like it, to comment it. Don't comment crap because I won't take it. But yeah, so thank you. And yeah, you guys can follow me on Instagram. And I have a Twitter, but I have no idea how that works. So yeah, I might put it on there, but I have no idea how it works. And I have an Ask FM if you guys want to ask me anything. And yeah, that's it. Maybe the next time I do a video, Aaron's here, but maybe not. Hopefully I do a video sooner rather than later. Okay, bye guys.